Good morning, one and all. Today we will discuss about Hawtrey's theory of trade cycle. As we know, Hawtrey is a British economist and he belongs from Monterist group of economists. According to Monterist group of economists, money does matter in the economy. So, this theory is purely monetary theory. According to Hawtrey, the trade cycle is a purely monetary phenomenon because general demand is itself a monetary phenomenon. Hawtrey was of opinion that in every deep depression, monetary factors play a crucial role. He made the classical quantity theory of money the basis of his theory of trade cycle. In his view, changes in the flow of money are the sole and sufficient cause of changes in economic activities. So, according to Hawtrey, elastic money supply is the basic cause of business cycle. Economic activities are affected by the flow of money and money supply. The monetary factors play a vital role in economic fluctuations in the economy. According to Hawtrey, there is a direct relation between supply of money and level of economic activities in the economy. So it means that when money supply increases, there is a increase in economic activities because of the direct relation between money supply and level of economic activities. The change in flow of money leads to fluctuation in the economic activities, or the expansion and contraction of money is the basic cause of business cycle. So expansion leads to upward swing in a economy and construction in money supply leads to downward swing in economy. In simple language, expansion in money supply leads to the inflationary swing in the economy and construction of money supply leads to depressional or recessional downward swing in the economy. So, through this flow chart, we can explain Hawtrey's theory of trade cycle. According to Hawtrey, the flow of money approximately equal to consumers outlay, which can be written as MV. So M stands for money supply or money in the circulation, and V stands for velocity of money or velocity of circulation in the of the money in the economy. If the quantity of money is expanded, demand or it will leads to the demand exceed anticipated supply, stock of goods proving insufficient, additional order have to be placed. So, in a simple language or simple words, we can say that if money supply increases by the central monetary authority, it will lead to the increases in investment. So rise in investment means there is a scope for the increase in production. So rise in production leads to the rise in income of factors of production. When income goes up, there is a possibility of a rise in consumption expenditure by factors of production, and it will be take recovery phase in the economy. Vice versa, when money supply reduces or construction in money supply leads to the reduce in investment or falls in investment, it will lead to the low lower the production level. Lower the production level leads to the possibility of reduce the income level of factors in of production. When income of factors production reduces, it will be directly impact on consumption expenditure by factors of production. So factors the consumption expenditure reduces and it will be raised to the recession. So that flowchart indicate when money supply increases, it will be leads to the recovery or the expansion swing in the economic activities. Vice versa, when money supply reduces, it will be leads to the downward swing in a economy. So it will be leads to the recession. This theory bring about a rise in output, factor income, cost, hence prices. So it means there is a inflationary phase take place in the economy. In the opposition situation, a reduction in the quantity of money causes reduction in demand for goods, which leads to falls in output, income, employment, and price. So it will be take recession phase in the economy. Cyclical fluctuations are caused by expansion and contraction of bank credit. So bank credit is expand or reduced by the banking system by lowering and raising the rate of interest. So there are certain criticisms on this theory. This theory concentrate on only monetary factors and ignore real factors such as innovations, ability, availability of resources. These real factors are ignored by Hotray and they concentrate on only money or monetary factors. The credit expansion and construction not a unique cause of trade cycle. There are certain real factors which are also caused for the trade cycle which are neglected in this theory. The only monetary factors are considered. So these are the criticisms over the Hotray's theory. In next lecture, we will discuss about Schumpeter's theory of trade cycle. Thank you.